Congratulations on the brand new single. We've been playing Weekend Blues on our show now for a couple of weeks and we've been getting some great feedback, so congratulations.
Cheers, thanks, mate. Yeah, thanks for playing it, and yeah, it's been pretty good so far.
So, mate, tell us a little bit about the track. How did this track come about and what were you guys trying to achieve with this track?
I guess it was just, I guess I wrote the track basically on a Friday afternoon. I finished work. I'm a high school teacher, so once I finished work, I just went home and wrote a song basically about starting the weekend, and then I guess the mystical feeling that happens when you're at the end of the weekend. And then I guess I brought the idea to the band, and we all sort of added our own parts to it. And then once we did that, we went in to record it with, I'm not sure you remember the band, the Middle East, with Mark Myers, who used to play in the band, the Middle East, at his studio in North Queensland. And yeah, that sort of came about.
Did you guys have any trouble recording over the last 18 months or so because of the different restrictions and everything that was going on, or did you find that being in North Queensland you kind of escaped a lot of that?
Yeah, we definitely escaped a little bit. We're pretty lucky actually here in North Queensland. I think we had for work the kid, it was like 5 weeks um, where we didn't have kids at school. But other than that, we really haven't had that many restrictions. I think when Brisbane goes into lockdown, then we might go into lockdown for 3 days sometimes, but that's really about it. So it hasn't really affected us that much at all.
Yeah, the 5 weeks when there were no kids at school, did that actually give you some time to work on some more music?
Yeah, actually, to be honest, COVID was actually more beneficial for us to write. Well, obviously at that time we couldn't get together as a band, but we gave us more time to write more songs individually to bring to the band.
So this one, as you said, is all about the weekend and the emotions associated with that. What kind of things inspired some of the other tracks that are on the EP as well?
Well, we got, so the first single was Losing Yourself, which we released 2 or so months ago. And that's sort of about, basically, I guess that's sort of growing up into adulthood, where it's sort of about forgetting about, I guess, social stereotypes of what you should like, just enjoying being who you are, and sort of growing out of useful trends. That's what that one's sort of about. And then we've got another single coming out next year, which is I Hope You Like the View, which is a song Ray wrote, I believe, about a family member. So that's more up here. So there's another song. There's 2 more songs. One actually of the song that I wrote, because I used to teach English as a teacher. I don't anymore. I'm a music teacher, but one of the songs in English, you have to study a unit about that. So you got a unit about Ned Kelly, so it's actually a fictional song about Ned Kelly, not the song from the EP.
Awesome. Tell us a little bit about the Ned Kelly track, because I know that a lot of our listeners over the years have actually requested the song Kate Kelly by the Whitlams because they love that kind of history element to us. Tell us a little bit about the song about Ned and how that came about.
It came about because it was a book of Black Snake, which is sort of like easy to read bio novel about Ned Kelly. So I wrote after that, and sort of just kind of depicts here's sort of spoken in sort of sung in a third person, sort of like it puts him in a perspective of kind of a good person, but not really. But also there's sort of got a dirty blues feel to it as well. So it's sort of very just sums up the little pinpoints, like just rolling bangs, quite simplistic in a way. But I guess the actual mood and of the track is quite bluesy, and it's a little bit dark, I would say. And then but it sort of follows chronologically of how he started, sort of, and then Robert Hood, and sort of the bridge is like the climax of his death, I guess.
Awesome, and we can't wait to check out that one. Now, your first single off this EP, Losing Ourselves, that got you guys worldwide attention. What has that been like for you guys suddenly having your music played right around the world?
I think we've been played on a lot of different radio stations. I've been getting a few different messages from quite a few people. I got a message from a publicist over in Manchester who's keen to work with us on this next EP and promote it. I think he worked with Jurassic 5 and Catfish and the Bottlemen, so we're pretty interested to see if we team up for a partnership with him, how that goes. Definitely got a lot of reviews. There's been a lot of quite tons of reviews actually come in. They were all pretty positive, and I guess that all sort of came with our new sound. I guess we're a bit more polished in our earlier stuff, and obviously we still have some commercial success. But it's definitely got us a bit more in the limelight of more well-known magazines and more well-known, I guess, publicists and labels, and have had a few different chats with a few small record labels who've also sent us a message after we released the track. So that's always good to hear that, there's people from all over the world sending us messages and who are interested in our music.
That's brilliant. Now Weekend Blues is doing really well as well. What are your plans for the future? You've got the EP coming out, but what are you guys looking to do as well? Like now Australia's opening back up. Are you looking to do some tours? What's next on the cards?
We're going to play some shows here in town. We're going to show next week. We're supporting a touring band who's coming through, so that'll be pretty fun to play. We've been getting quite a lot of messages from different people in town that they want to see us play, because we haven't played that much because some of us didn't have kids, so we can't always accept all the shows, they get offered to us. But we're going to play another couple of shows around North Queensland at the start of next year, and then we're hopefully going to the studio to record our albums, because we've written quite a lot of music and we're nearly ready to record that. So basically, after the EP is released, would have finished probably recording our album that will be released after that.
Awesome. And one of the questions that we're getting a lot of people asking us after they've listened to Weekend Blues is, when can we expect the EP to come out, and where will people be able to grab a copy when it does?
I think the EP's going to come out around April, May, and we'll be obviously advertising on our social media. You'll probably be able to get through our distributor, which at the moment we'll have to work out who that is. I think we probably guys. But if you get us on social media, we'll be able to send you a copy, and we'll get it out to a few different record stores as well.
Awesome. Well, mate, we're going to play Weekend Blues again on our show right now. What would you like to say to everybody out there before they take another listen to this amazing track?
Don't let the end of the weekend get you down. Yes, do something on Sunday night to cheer you up.
Awesome. Well, mate, thank you so much for taking the time to chat to us today. It's been an absolute